Hello, boys and girls. This game is called Fairies and Giants. This is a story and a song about high and low sounds. So you're going to need lots of room to play. So make sure that you find a lot of space, a big room, or even you can do this by maybe even going outside and listening and playing along. So let's review high and low sounds. So we start off with fairies. So our fairies can be a high sound or a low sound. What do you think the fairies would be flying around? So whether you're a girl fairy or a boy fairy, if you're flying around the forest, would you fly with a high sound or a low sound? And if you said high, that is correct, a high sound. Now, our giants, look at our giants. Our giants are enormous. They're going to be stomping around the forest, and those low and slow vibrations are going to make high or low sounds. That's right, they're going to make low sounds. So let's look at our beautiful forest. Our forest is gorgeous. It has beautiful trees, and look at the sparkling water. The perfect place for our pretend play today. But let's look at where the fairies are living. The fairies are living way up high in the treetops, where they can be nice and safe away from that rumbling ground from the giants. But look at where our giants will be staying. Our giants sleep in these big caves. So now, while the giants are sleeping and resting, our fairies are out in the forest on the high sounds, and they're fixing up the forest. So let's listen to our fairies. And there's our first little high sound. So this is the sounds of the fairies, and they're going to be flying around with this really, really high music. Listen again. Here it comes. So there's the fairies fixing up the forest. Let's move on now. While the fairies are sound asleep and they're enjoying their rest, the giants are going to come out. And the giants are going to be tearing off those tree branches, and they're going to be stomping around the forest. But again, they only move on the low sounds. Listen to the giants. So now we go with our beautiful forest. It's all fixed up. And so we do have a pattern where we will have a pattern of fairies and then giants, fairies and giants. So it starts off with high sounds, then low sounds. High sounds, then low sounds. So think of how would you move as a fairy? You should be flying around and fixing up the forest. As a giant, you're stomping around and you're tearing up the forest. And again, the fairies come out, fix it all up, and the giants come out and tear it all down again. So if you are ready, we are going to now do fairies and giants. Listen to the music and listen to when you come in. There's our first high sound. All right, fairies, fly around, fix up the forest. The forest is looking great. Remember, if you're a giant, you're sleeping. It's not time yet, just fairies. There's those low sounds, giants. fairies. Fairies, wake up! Go fix up the forest. The giants made a mess. It's looking great, fairies. Oh, listen, fairies. I'm hitting the trees. Giants. Oh no! Giants are making a mess again. All right, and we're going to stop there. Guys, that was fantastic job. I can see lots of you. I can imagine how you're moving as a fairy or as you're moving to the low sounds as a giant. And you can do this over and over again and enjoy doing this with family members. You know, get some friends involved. Teach other friends how to play fairies and giants with you. Enjoy, everyone.